And so that's it for the nomenclature. There is a lot of material here. Some of it is a lot of memorization, but there is some kind of thinking involved in terms of what charges are the components and whatnot. So here's just an image from one of the books. I don't know why it kind of double copied it. Interesting. Whatever. And so you kind of want to, the first thing you kind of want to think about what kind of compound you have. Do you have an ionic? Do you have a covalent? Or do you have an acid, right? And then you can go through all the different types of naming that you can have. I made my own version of this chart. Let's see if it'll let me open it here. So here's kind of my version for it. So on this bottom left here, I have kind of some good information that you want to know, right? Things in group 1 are going to be +1. Things in group 2 are going to be +2. Anything underneath the staircase can have a variable charge. Things above the staircase will generally have these charges up here. And so those charges are very useful to know. Remember, above the staircase is nonmetals. Below the staircase is metals. And so the first thing you want to ask yourself is, what kind of compound do you have? Do you have metal plus non-metal, or do you have two non-metals, right? And then you can decide if it's metal and non-metal, you're ionic. If it's two non-metals, you're covalent, right? And then if you're ionic, you want to ask yourself, what kind of stuff do I have? Do I have a fixed charge or a variable charge, right? And then a fixed charge, we don't need any Roman numerals. Variable charge, we do need Roman numerals. And then on the other side of things, when you have multiple non-metals, you're a covalent compound. And then the next thing you want to ask is, are you an acid, right? And then if you're not an acid, then we use the prefixes dinitrogen tetraoxide, something like that. If you are an acid, then you have to ask, are you a binary acid or are you an oxy acid, right? They get different namings. Binary acids just get the hydro-blank-ic acid. For oxy acids, you have to ask yourself, does it end with an ate or an ite? The ates become an ic, and the ites become an us. And then don't forget sulfuric acid and phosphorus acid, right? So they're a little different too. So spend some time with either my flow chart, make your own flow chart, find one off the internet, whatever works best for you. But just spend some time, get some stuff, get some of this down, take a look at your homework. We'll spend some time in the lab. It's a lot of stuff, but there's no way around it. This is stuff that you're going to need to know to succeed in this class. And you should have all the tools you need to succeed.